Hi, my name's Belinda Williams. I'm a piano mum. The decision for my son to start piano lessons actually came from both of us, and I noticed from quite a young age my son was really keen on listening to music. He'd show a lot of interest in the music that we were playing around the house, and we were also fortunate that we had a piano and he'd start to tinker with it when he was a preschooler and quite young, and so I would just sit with him and show him a few things. Then when he came to me when he was a little bit older and said, "Mum, I'm really keen to learn," it was a natural decision to say, yes, sure, let's get you piano lessons. I think every parent wonders about when is the best age for my child to start learning piano. My son started music lessons, I think he was in infants around the age of 7. So he wasn't super young, but he wasn't sort of an older child as well. And for him, personally, that was a good time because he was one of those kids in kindy who never wanted to sit still. So it just took him a year or two of learning to focus in a learning environment before he was the right age for piano lessons. But I think every child is an individual, and so you'll know as a parent when the right time is for your child. I think it's important for parents to take a long-term view when their children are learning a musical instrument. I know that when my son started learning when he was in about year 1 or 2, he was super keen that first year, and then he had formal music lessons for 2 years. And then after that we actually decided to let him have a little break for a while because I was becoming that nagging mum, the one, when are you going to practice piano? Come on, just 15 minutes, bargaining with them. And that got old for both of us. So we decided to let him have a little bit of a break and then reassessed what style of music teacher was good for him. His original music teacher was very good at teaching him the basics, but he got really bored of learning things like Hot Cross Buns and Mary Had a Little Lamb because my son is really keen on contemporary music, something with a beat. So we've now found a teacher that really feeds into that sort of love of contemporary music, and he's starting to get joy out of the piano lessons again. When it came time for us to buy a piano for our family, I was a little bit fussy in the sense that I wanted something that felt like a piano and played like a piano, so that meant that I wanted the full 88 keys. At the time when we bought the piano, we were in a smaller house, and so we wanted something that would fit under our stairs, and the digital piano was perfect. But also the benefit of being able to plug a pair of headphones in when your child is learning and practicing piano, that's a really big bonus as well. And also just little things like the metronome. You can have a metronome going while they're practicing, and that helps them to keep the beat. And they get a real kick out of being able to play the songs that they're learning, not just on a traditional piano sound, but also, they'll muck around with all the different sound effects. So digital pianos, I think, are just a really practical solution for modern day families when their kids are learning to play piano. I think most parents will agree that these days our children have grown up very digitally minded. They've been using iPhones and iPads since they were little. So incorporating apps into the learning process when they're learning to play piano is actually something that's really fun for the child. It adds interest to the learning process. And there's lots of apps out there, whether it's reading music or just having some fun games, music games that you can incorporate into the learning experience for your child. Learning a musical instrument isn't just about going to lessons every week and doing the practice, it's also about appreciating music in his day-to-day life. Learning a musical instrument is about more than just the lessons. I think that's really important for parents to keep that in mind.